Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina Demores. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis is here with us this afternoon. Brian, cleanup is still well underway because of the big storm, but how are roads looking at this point?
Well, main highways are okay, and traffic seems to be all right. Maybe that's still because we're dealing with reduced volume as people still kind of dig out or maybe working from home, and we had a lot of school systems without school today, right?
Yes, yeah, quite a few.
All right, we're just speculating at this point.
We're speculating at this point.
We save that for Demores Monday on the Facebook Live. Let's take a look at what's happening right now. So really, no problem. You know what? This is concerning. There's a huge white glove on 291. I'm not sure what that's all about, but be careful because you might run into a big hand on 291. Looks like it's covering both sides of the highway. Otherwise, traffic seems to be running fine on I-91. The Pike in either direction is also in good shape. We have a couple of flurries that are going to be flying through here. Let's take a look at temperatures right now. As expected, we're still in the low 20s, even some teens. 19 Westfield, 17 in Orange, 20 in Northampton, 12 in Pittsfield. And you can see here on our clouds and radar from 1244 to 344, a few scattered flurries, most of the actions to our south. But there could be a few flakes here through about 6, 7 o'clock. Then we clear back out and cool back down. We'll track weather for the middle of the week with the 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
All right, thanks, Brian. A woman has died following a multi-vehicle crash on I-91 south in Enfield on Monday. Connecticut State Police said 3 vehicles crashed near exit 46 around 3 p.m. Authorities identified the driver as 38-year-old Sabria Hardy from Bloomfield, Connecticut. I-91 south near exit 46 and the exit 47 on-ramp were closed while police investigated, but have since reopened. Anyone who may have witnessed the collision or recorded it with a dash camera is asked to contact Connecticut State Police. And a crash today on the northbound side of I-91 in Springfield caused delays on this morning's commute. Massachusetts State Police say troopers responded to the crash near exit 4 around 7:20 this morning. Footage from our 22 News Springfield live camera shows a crash involving at least one vehicle facing the wrong direction. Northbound traffic was down to a single lane between exits 3 and 4. State Police say the driver of one vehicle was taken to the hospital. We'll provide updates as soon as they become available. Following the outrage sparked by the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy this weekend in Minneapolis, Governor Maura Healey is calling on Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to resign. Healey has been a vocal critic of the Trump administration's immigration enforcement policies. On Monday, the governor alleged that federal agencies under Noem's watch are, quote, harming public safety. In particular, Healey said that a recent internal ICE memo directing agents enter a residence using force with only an administrative warrant violates the Fourth Amendment. It's now being estimated that at least 30 people have died across the country from this weekend's major winter snowstorm. The storm dumped more than a foot of snow from Arkansas to Maine, including right here in western Massachusetts, bringing bitter cold temperatures alongside it. The official death toll includes a 51-year-old woman who was killed by a snowplow this weekend in Norwood. As of this morning, more than 500,000 customers are still without power nationwide, with those in the South and the Appalachian region among the hardest hit. Now let's get to another check of today's weather with 22 Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, what can you tell us at this point after the storm? Yeah,
continued slow returning to normal in terms of precipitation, but we're still going to be cold, so there's not going to be a lot of melting of this snow anytime soon. Let's take a look. Clouds and radar right now showing you a little batch of flurries that are moving through. This is not as sizable as the snow showers that we had yesterday afternoon that left a little light accumulation on the ground. This will be just a few flying flakes. In fact, there's some clearing. It's tough to see it, but back off to the west, and that's what we're expecting as we move deeper into the afternoon and eventually the evening. So 5 o'clock, chance for a few flurries, even a light snow shower is possible west of the Connecticut River, but notice by 7 we're starting to clear out. So clearing to scattered clouds here tonight. Evening temperatures will be in the teens and single digits, overnight lows. Most of us will be at or below 0 early tomorrow morning. Sunshine and scattered clouds. I'm going to call it partly to mostly sunny. Light breeze, Not a bad day if you don't mind a little chilly with a high temperature of 18 to 22. We expect dry weather to continue on Thursday, and we're still keeping our eye on the potential for some more snow over the weekend. We'll talk about that in greater detail on 22 News starting at 5.
New England Patriots quarterback Drake May will become the second youngest quarterback ever to start a Super Bowl. In his second year at just 23 years old, May has led the Pats to their first AFC title since 2019. He trails only Dan Marino as the youngest quarterback ever to start the NFL's biggest game of the year. And if the Patriots beat the Seattle Seahawks, May will surpass Ben Roethlisberger as the youngest quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl. On top of that, the Patriots are the first team in NFL history to go 9-0 on the road. The 2026 Milan Cortina Olympics are right around the corner, and the games feature all the winter sports you know and love, from figure skating to downhill skiing and more. This year, a new sport is making its debut in the Winter Games. It's called ski mountaineering, or skimo for short. It is a high-endurance sport that sees athletes hike up a mountain both on skis and on foot, then racing down to the bottom as fast as possible. And you can catch the opening ceremony to this year's Winter Olympic Games on February 6th, right here on 22 News. The Springfield Thunderbirds will be adding a new player to its roster. The St. Louis Blues forward Otto Stenberg is coming to the city of First, and he was first-round draft pick for the Blues back in 2023 and has played 59 AHL regular season games. The T-Birds are back on the ice at the Mass Mutual Center Friday and Saturday night, and tickets are available online. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. After Sunday's snowstorm, major highways are clear across the region, but sidewalks and side streets are still covered in snow. We'll show you the latest on the cleanup process. Plus, after thousands of flights were canceled across the country this weekend, Bradley International Airport is mostly back to full strength. Hear from travelers taken to the skies. Plus, with our region looking like a winter wonderland, it's the perfect time to play outside. See why most recent snowfall is perfect for sledding.
Traffic continues to be light here this afternoon. You can see really no significant backups. Even the usual spots here in downtown Springfield are running along smoothly. Pike is looking good as well. 91 north of town, A-OK. And for the most part, dry weather continues here through the end of the week. We'll track the continued cold air on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, thanks, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. And you can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.